The chart control is one of the biggest new features in ASP.NET 4. Before the chart control, developers had to either pay for expensive third-party charting products or try to create their own charts using the classes in the system.drawing namespace. The chart control makes it really easy to add charts to your pages. To begin this lesson, open the Market Trader project from your Sample Files folder. And open marketcharts.aspx in Design View. At the moment, this page contains only a SQL data source control. This SQL data source control retrieves data from a stored procedure in the project's database. The reason a stored procedure is used instead of LINQ code or the LINQ data source control is that the database query is too complex to be easily created by LINQ. In a typical work environment, stored procedures are usually written by a specialized team member called a DBA, or Database Administrator. Most ASP.NET programmers do not have the skills necessary to create stored procedures, but have the skills needed to access data from stored procedures designed by a DBA. If you are interested in acquiring these skills, there are many books available on the subject. The stored procedure used in this lesson summarizes data for the chart control to use. The SQL data source control was covered in session 11 of the Essential Skills course in this series. Now add a chart control to the page. You'll find it in the Data category of the toolbox. And set the ID property of your new chart to chart quotes. You're now going to set the data source of your chart control. First, select the control and open the Quick Tasks menu by clicking the arrow in the top right corner. Now click the Choose Data Source drop-down menu and select SQL Data Source Chart Data. The Quick Tasks menu changes, allowing you to select which data will be displayed on the chart. Click the X Value Member drop-down menu. If there are no entries in the menu, click Refresh Schema. Then click the X Value Member drop-down menu again and select Quote Date. And click the Y Value Members drop-down menu and select Dow Jones Value. Now let's test your new chart. View marketcharts.aspx in your web browser. Your chart works, returning the Dow Jones figures from the database. Now close your web browser and return to Visual Studio. The chart would look nicer as a line chart. It's very easy to change the chart type. First open the Quick Tasks menu of the Chart control. Then click the Chart Type drop-down menu and select Line. And let's test your chart again. Once again, view marketcharts.aspx in your web browser. You now have a line chart. This chart isn't as useful and attractive as it could be. In the next lesson, you'll improve this chart by changing the y-axis values and adding more data. Close your web browser now and close Visual Studio. You've now completed Lesson 6.4. Create a chart control.